It's a wide range of propaganda material that we see on North Korean TV. If we were to talk about specifically about leadership propaganda, it would fall into three categories generally: news reports, films, or documentaries about Kim Jong Un or his predecessor Kim Il Sung and Kim Jong Il.
The programming is all towards one message of solidifying the leadership of the Kim regime. There isn't much choice. So you have state TV and that's it. You don't get a lot of Netflix in North Korea.
Right, not much binging. So let's talk about its coverage of the recent missile launch on March 24th that used feature film style editing. What do we see? What's unusual about this one, John?
North Korea put together this very stylized video. People are talking about elements of Top Gun, Bollywood type of edits. I think that this was done to compensate or to dispel rumors of what went on and show a success. Rachel, what did you take away from that video? What did you see in that?
In the past, what we used to see is basically news reports on Kim. And the way those would be presented is that an announcer would be seated in the news studio, reading the news report for about maybe 20 to 30 seconds to maybe about a minute. And then it cuts into the photos or video that North Korea TV wants to show. North Korea's latest ICBM test coverage was significant. North Korea had never put together a program like that, especially regarding a Kim leader. I mean, that was so progressive, so un-North Korean.
So looking back over the past several years, what are some of the noticeable changes in its programming and broadcast style, just in general?
A few years ago, I think the quality of the broadcasting went up into a higher definition. And with that came better sets, better studios, use of computer graphics, and other things as well, like putting reporters in the field to report on typhoons. You have these elements that are coming in from abroad and making this very staid, static broadcast of news much more dynamic than it has been.
John, I agree with everything you said. We're talking about changes as small as bringing in a whole new generation of announcers to bigger changes like showing more video in the international segment in the newscast.
So going forward then, will we see more of this image-conscious version of Kim and an emphasis on high-quality production?
I think we will continue to see North Korean propaganda strategy in general evolving. In terms of whether we will see another movie-type program on Kim Jong Un's public activity, I'm not sure. I think we might, we may not. It depends, I think, also on the feedback from the leadership circle regarding the latest ICBM test coverage.
As Rachel said, getting the message and the approval through the leadership circle is difficult. And you have a lot of very old people in North Korea's upper echelon. It's inevitable for it to evolve, but again, there are limits to how far it can go. And North Korea is also very conscious as to what it releases to the outside world.